Flying Upload now has coffee mugs, which is great news because in my opinion, it is the best upload automation tool. I'm going to be using it a ton to push new mug designs as well as edit old listings and get the mugs enabled. In this video, I'll show you how I'm going to do that, as well as a method to generate your listing data with AI for Amazon Merch using Flying Upload. So you can see right here, I'm uploading 892 coffee mugs right now, even though Flying just released the update a couple of hours ago at the time of recording. So I'll show you the tips and tricks that I've used to quickly push coffee mugs. The first thing you want to do is obviously install Flying Upload if you don't have it yet. I'll have a link to it down below as well as a custom discount code, and then you need to head over to the edit window. Now within this edit window, we first of all need to create a profile for these new mugs. That's essentially our template that we're going to use to quickly apply our preferred mug settings across the board to hundreds of designs at once. So for that, you need a screenshot, a random image, doesn't matter really what it is as long as it's a JPEG or a PNG. You drag that into the editor right here, and then you say profiles, profile manager, save as profile. Then you want to go back to profiles, open the manager right here, and then whatever the name of your screenshot or your image was, you want to click on that right here, rename that, and say, for example, coffee mugs only, something that you remember as the template name. Then you want to click OK, and then just click edit profile down here. Now you can go to the Amazon settings, choose the product up here, select ceramic mug, enable this, as well as all of the different color options, unless of course for some reason you want to deselect some of them. And you can change the price. The default is $16.99, but if you wanted to list yours at $19.99, for example, you could also choose that here. And that's basically it for the profile. Now you just click save down here. You'll get a little warning, but that's not a problem. So you just click yes, empty this field right here. And now you can get started preparing your listings, whether they are new listings, new designs that you haven't uploaded to Amazon yet, or you can even edit old listings. And especially if you've already uploaded them with Flying Upload in the past, this is super easy. But let's start off with a set of new designs that you want to prepare for upload right here. So I've got a bunch of boho Christmas themed designs. I'm going to drag and drop them into the edit window right here. So just to recap, we're inside of the edit window still. And now these have loaded up and they're just blank design files. We need to go to the Amazon platform options first and enable our profile, which we can do by heading to profile, coffee mugs only, and click OK. Now, as you can see, our pricing and just the ceramic mugs are selected. The reason why I would just upload to ceramic mugs right now is because it's faster. You can, of course, upload to standard t-shirts as well, to tumblers, to all the other products. It just takes longer. And if you want to be as fast as possible and try and get the most out of these new coffee mugs on Amazon, then I would do ceramic mugs only right here. The next thing we need is some listing data. So there's a bunch of different ways to do that. Again, I'm going to show you a way to do it with AI as well. But in this example, I'm just going to make a very basic, simple listing right here and copy it across to the other ones. We'll start off with boho Christmas 2025 designs. And then down here, I'll just say boho Christmas 2025 merry and bright. I'm going to click save now. I'll just leave the rest blank. Obviously, you can spend a lot more time actually perfecting these listings. This is just an example right here. I would usually spend a little bit more time than this, but if you click save now, you've got the first listing right here ready, which is indicated by the fact that the text goes bold. The other ones are still empty, but what we can do now is we can highlight the first design that we've just prepared. We can go to features, bulk copy, and click OK. Yes. And now everything has been copied across. If we open up the Amazon options down here, then as you can see, we have our next design loaded up with the same exact settings and the same exact listing data. Now I would go through and make some simple edits to the title right here. So once we have a different text here, so you might want to change this, Winter Kisses, go to the next one and make some edits right here. So you want to go through, make some small adjustments to the listings that you copied across so they actually match the design a bit better. And once you're done with that, they're all ready for upload. And then you can go back with this arrow right here. Then you go to the upload window. Your new designs will have loaded up, and then you can click start up here. I can't do that because I'm already running in the background uploads to my account right now. And the good thing is Flying takes your design, turns it into a double-sided print and makes sure it's actually centered properly. So even if you have a lot of t-shirt designs that have the text aligned to the top, Flying will take that design and center it within the right dimensions on your coffee mug. Now, the other scenario that you're probably going to run into or want to take advantage of with Flying Upload is if you've already uploaded designs through the tool. So I've got a folder right here. It already has the XML files, which essentially store the data for these designs. And I can now drag and drop these back into the edit window. And I can see in the features, Upload Manager, these have already been uploaded to Merch by Amazon right here. And if I go to the Amazon platform options, the template right here shows all the different products like t-shirts, hoodies, tumblers, etc. So this is what's already live on the Amazon end. How do we now enable these on coffee mugs? Well, first of all, quick side note, these designs are optimized for dark backgrounds, which doesn't work on the coffee mugs. I didn't have a better example right here of kind of demo listings, but just imagine these had black text. So what you want to do essentially is you want to go to the profiles, go to the one you created, coffee mugs only, and say apply this to all listings. Then you hit OK, and now this should have been copied across all of the different listings right here, as you can see. Then you want to go to Features, Upload Manager, and just untick all of these boxes right here. Click OK. Go to your Options, Settings, Templates, choose Amazon Merch from the drop down. And then these are the settings you want to choose right here. So you wanted to skip the listing text because you've already entered the listing text before. You don't need to enter it again and have it potentially reviewed. So Flying Upload doesn't need to enter the listing text. It just needs to enable the colors and change the pricing if you don't want to use the default pricing. If you do want to use $16.99 anyway, then just choose that in the Amazon template on Amazon Merch and just disable it here for the upload. If for whatever reason you don't want the design to be duplicated onto both sides, you can also just skip the image scaling for the ceramic mug down here, but I don't really see any point in doing that, just so you know what this does at the bottom. So that's basically it. These are your settings. You need to click save, and then same thing. You go back with this arrow to the upload section of the tool and you just start the upload. What the tool will do is it will bring up your old listing, it will enable the coffee mug, resize the design, change the pricing, the colors, and then hit publish. And essentially what I've been doing a lot is just pulling up a lot of my old niches, a lot of my old designs, applying the template in bulk to them, clearing the upload manager right here, and then just hitting upload. Now let me show you how to generate your listings with AI. This is an alternative method to prepare your designs and make them ready for upload. You don't have to use both methods, like the ones I just showed you are separate from this. Just pick whichever one suits you best. For this, we need to be logged into the online design management portion of Flying Upload, and you will want to be in the Designs tab right here. This is where we will add designs by clicking on Import Images. I'll choose the same set of Christmas designs right here as I used before. That way you can kind of compare the two processes. And once it's loaded on the left, we can click Import, and that's going to add these into the Designs tab. Now what we need to do is move these from the Design tab into the Edit window. So we just select them by clicking and dragging across like so. And then at the bottom of your screen, you can click Edit Designs. Now, before we generate the brand, the title, bullets, etc., we'll just enable the coffee mugs. So we can do that at the top. The product list is full right here. So you need to click on this little gray bar and just scroll to the right. And there the ceramic mug is revealed. If we click on this, we can now enable all the different color options. You need to click on the price right here and then change it if you want to. And that's basically it. Now we can copy this template right here across to the other designs by going to Options, Apply Products to, select all, and hit Apply. And now if I click through the designs, you can see that they all have the same product settings. And you also see a preview of the design, and it actually looks correct, unlike the Amazon Merch Create page, which shows you a massive gap at the bottom, which is just horrendous. But there we go. So we've got the products, the colors, and the pricing selected. Now let's go ahead and generate the listings. You do that by heading to tagging options up here, and then choosing AI listings by vision. We'll select all again, hit apply, and now you can enter some instructions right here. You don't have to do that. You can go straight to generate, but for example, you could give it a topic right here and say these are boho Christmas designs, and then you copy that across to all the other fields. You can give it custom instructions, like if you want specific words added anywhere, or you want to help it understand your designs, your niche, or you want to avoid certain words, put it in the custom instructions field and then click generate down here. And now this usually takes a few minutes to load, especially if you have hundreds of listings, which I have done before. It might take 20, 30 minutes. But the good news is if you had to fill out 200 listings yourself manually, it would take a lot longer, and you can just put this window on your side monitor or just put the tab in the background and do something else. Meanwhile, this will run without any issues. And there we go. That took about 2 minutes. And now I can click through these and see the listings change at the bottom. You probably want to double check these and just skim through, make sure it makes sense. And you could, for example, use the same brand name if you prefer to, link one niche or one topic together with brand names. You could just delete one of these fields right here and say something like boho Christmas designs, and then go to options, apply brand to, select all, and hit apply. And now every single listings right here has the same brand. If you don't want the AI to generate a brand, or you don't want it to generate bullets, description, etc., maybe you just want the title, then you can go to your settings up here in the top right corner, choose settings, go to general settings, and then scroll down to the bottom. Right here you can configure what the AI generates. So I have my global listing disabled. That's for the other marketplaces like TeePublic, Redbubble. I just have Merch by Amazon enabled, and then you can deselect the bullets and the description right here as well. If you want to, just click save to apply those changes. Another side note here, your listings, if you generate them with AI, they do use tokens. You can add them sort of pay as you go. I think you get some included with your subscription as well. And they do turn out, I think, about 100 listings for $1, something along those lines, which I think is fairly reasonable. But yeah, there we are. The last step right now that these listings are prepared and ready is to just essentially draw them back into our upload tool so we can hit upload on them right here. And the way to get them from here to here is by clicking in the top right corner on upload batch. That is then going to download a zip file. You'll want to place your zip file in your original folder and then just drag and drop it into the edit window right here. And now, voila, we can see the listing data along with our proper product template selected. There we go. Everything's ready for upload, and it's the same as usual. Now you go back with this arrow and go to upload and click start. If you want to use Merchflow instead to enable coffee mugs in your old listings, check out this tutorial next for a full walkthrough. They've got some really cool new features that will even help you filter out designs that are optimized for white backgrounds.